When you're in foster care, juvenile court is the place where the case is handled. Going to court can be scary, but it's designed to protect you and your rights. The judge especially is there to try and decide what is best for you. I'll describe who works in the courtroom and the best way to act when you're there. Courtrooms usually have several people working in them. They all have different jobs to do. The judge is the person in charge of the courtroom. The clerk is the judge's assistant and helps manage information for the judge. The bailiff is the person who maintains order. The bailiff might also announce the beginning and the end of a court session. You will have an attorney to represent you as long as you are going to court. Your attorney is appointed by the judge and is called a guardian ad litem, also known as a GAL. The juvenile officer's attorney presents the information about your family's case. Also, there might be other people in the court, including other attorneys, juvenile officers, your parents, and witnesses. At the hearing, the situation is discussed and your placement will be decided by the judge, at least until the next hearing date. The judge will listen to your attorney and the attorney for juvenile office as well as your parents discuss whether you should stay in custody of the state until the next hearing. Also, the judge will usually decide on a date for the next hearing at that time. If you don't understand something in court or feel like something else needs to be said, be sure to quietly tell your guardian ad litem. You have the right to understand what's happening at all times during these hearings.
First of all, I want you to know that we understand that being involved in the juvenile court system can be pretty traumatic through no fault of your own. And through that process, we hear from a lot of people. But we certainly want to be able to hear from you and what you have to say. After all, we're making decisions that impact you and your life, and who's better suited than yourself to let us know what you're feeling. And although you may have a guardian ad litem appointed for you who can speak for you, I think it's always important, and I relish the opportunity to be able to see you face to face and hear what you have to say, so that we can make the best decisions and hopefully get you reunited as soon as possible.
Going to court is an important event, so you need to treat the process and the people in court with respect. Being ready for court is a very smart thing to think about. First, it's really important to be on time for your hearing. Give yourself a little extra time on the day of the hearing so you can be there on time. Courtrooms are often busy, so your hearing may start a little later than scheduled. A juvenile officer may meet with you before and possibly after the hearing takes place to answer any questions that you may have. If you want to speak to your juvenile officer before court, all you have to do is ask. Choose clothes that you might wear to school. For example, long pants, modest skirts, and shirts with no words or pictures are all great choices. You should not wear shorts or a hat to court. The noise from cell phones is distracting to the judge and to other people in the courtroom, so turn off your cell phone when you enter. If you like to chew gum, be sure to throw your gum away before your hearing. It's not appropriate to eat or drink in the courtroom, so make sure you're not hungry or thirsty. Making a good impression on the judge and others in the court lets them see that you understand how important your hearing is. For some people, it can be hard to make eye contact. If someone speaks to you, do your best to look at them and listen to what they're saying. Try to be still and stay in your seat during your hearing. It shows that you're paying attention and being considerate to others. If the judge asks you to speak, be sure to speak clearly and slowly. Your attorney will do most of the talking for you, but you may have to answer some questions. There will be a microphone in front of you on the table because it's important that everything is clearly recorded.
All right, please let the juvenile office know that you are interested in attending. Please come. I need to know, I need to meet you. I need to see what's going on. Otherwise, all I do is get written reports, and those are helpful, but I need to hear from you and see how things are going.
As mentioned earlier, you want to make a good impression on the judge. Sometimes you may hear something that doesn't seem right or fair, but you'll show maturity if you stay calm, so don't cuss and answer questions politely. If you're confused or think it's important to ask your attorney a question during your hearing, quietly let your attorney know or pass him or her a note. Being prepared for court hearings is important because the decision about your case can have a big effect on you and your life. But if you understand your rights and the court process, and you act with courtesy and respect, you're more likely to have an experience that you understand.
Coming to court is a scary process. We understand that. But what you need to understand as well is that we're human beings. We're here because we're elected to be here in certain circumstances, such as me. Some other people are hired to be here. But the bottom line is we care about you. We care about the juvenile. We care about the people who are involved in the juvenile system through no fault of their own sometimes. And those are the sorts of people that I really take great pains to try to make sure that they're comfortable and that we hear what they have to say and that they're able to express themselves in a way that they're comfortable doing. So these suggestions that we're making, again, we don't take them lightly at all. We want you to express your opinion and do it in a way that makes you comfortable.